This playthrough is rated T for teen.
What power would you sacrifice to gain the ultimate ability? And can Ryu fight back the darkness that's been taunting him his whole life? Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Breath of Fire 2. In the last episode, we continued down the Abyss Tower, learned out a bit about ourselves and our family, mother and Valerie, and what she had to sacrifice. Can we make the same sacrifice? I assume you understand what is to be asked of you now. You must sacrifice the one who shares the strongest bond with. Choose who you shall sacrifice and then enter their respective room. Well, let's just take care of Takehara, right? Doesn't matter. Let's just go in any random room. Doesn't really matter. You know, to take care of a companion. We'll get the power of infinity, right? Right? Hey, what's going on here? It appears you are not ready to obtain the ultimate power of the Dragon Brood. Come back when you are ready. Aw, man, what? You can't just sacrifice your allies? But our mom was able to sacrifice herself, and that was for the greater good, and it worked. So why can't we do the same thing? Well, I'll be back in a second. All right, we're back. So basically, yeah, you're not supposed to sacrifice your allies. You're supposed to talk to yourself. Isn't that like insanity or something like that? Arguing with yourself or something like that? Yeah, we have to talk to ourselves. We can't sacrifice anyone. Does that mean we have to sacrifice ourselves? You cannot decide upon a sacrifice. You have many great friends. It may be difficult to part with one of them, but they are willing to give their lives. Muster your courage, young hero, and choose. Well, we already know what happens if we choose, because we'll get kicked out of the room. We have to do that all over again. No, I won't. What? You speak nonsense, boy. You are the fated child. You're strong enough to make this decision 10 times over. The sacrifice of one will allow you to save all. Your friends understand this. You would do well to honor their decision. Choose your sacrifice. Fine, I'll choose. No, I will not. Coward. You would choose your friends over your destiny? Well, it's a standard anime game, right? A weak heart such as yours could never triumph over the dark god. Redeem yourself, boy, and choose. Choose who shall die so you may triumph. Okay, I'll choose. Never! You insolent fool! A weakling such as you have no business challenging the dark god. Fated child. Huh. Ryu, your journey ends here. What the? We chose poorly? Well, thanks for playing Breath of Fire 2. I guess that's how it ends. Huh, weirdly anticlimactic. Oh, well. Well, what do you want to play next? I'm thinking third in the series, maybe? Oh, or We're Alive. What happened to us? You had me away there for a second, partner. You blacked out all of a sudden, and I thought you dropped dead. Indeed. Ryu was locked in mortal combat with the darkness in his own heart. But he ultimately triumphed over it, and now he has obtained the power. Yes, everyone, Ryu has found infinity within himself, in doing so proven to be ever worthy of your friendship. Go forth, Ryu. The trust your friends place in you is your greatest power. Never forget that. Hey, alright, we got the power of infinity by not choosing to sacrifice our allies. Whoops. Let's look at this. The power of infinity. Huh. Wait, can't be used? But why not? Yeah, we can only use it in a very specific situation, so. Well, at least we have it, so, you know, we can Deus Ex Machina the boss. Although I guess it's not Deus Ex Machina because we're told about it, so. Alright, let's continue through the Abyss Tower as we get to the bottom of this place. Now we got some new enemies, Dragoons. Those don't look like Kane from Final Fantasy IV. No, it's a different type of enemy. These are also called Dragoons in the original version. 234 HP, 15 AP, 245 attack, 119 defense, 109 agility, level 43, 3 magic resistance, resistant to fire, weak to ice, have a 3 and 256 chance to drop a guard shield, 1 256 chance to drop a ninja ML, 1260 experience, 685 Zenny, 164 chance to defend, 191 out of 256 attack with a 50% chance to crit, and they have a 65 out of 256 chance for the fire breath ability. Oh yeah, I forgot we were switched back and our forms got reset on us after that battle. So what I was gonna do before moving on, I was gonna leave and prep myself, but we can fight these guys without that. It's not a big deal. Yeah, that's the bad thing about doing this section is that we get I was actually going to exit out of the arena and I just forgot to do that. Might as well show off this enemy though. Luckily our losing our forms doesn't hurt us too much in this case. But I definitely don't want to go through this whole dungeon without my equipment, so. And as you can see, yeah, we're not as strong as we would be without our fusions. Still decently strong. Alright. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use death warping in this game. I was actually gonna get a treasure chest, but nah, I'll get that later. So all right, let's exit, and this will take us back to the town. Okay, now I want to make sure to save here, because when we death warp, we'll come back to this place here, as long as you don't save in another spot. So, all right. So to exit, you have to actually reach out here, and we will exit. So I also need to do a bit of prep and buying stuff off screen and stuff like that, in preparation for the final battle. So, okay. So let's go back to Township. Oh yeah, I guess I need to go to New Game too to buy stuff too. So, but I want to. I'll do all that stuff off screen. Now, how's our conditions? Great. Oh, you are good, but I don't want to attack with you too often. But I'm still gonna do that anyway. So, yeah, I'm gonna buy some turbocharges, as well as. Do I have the healing items in my inventory? No, I'm gonna go buy some. Oh no, I have quite a few turbochargers. I should be good for the rest of the thing. So okay, really the big thing is, other than getting my fusions back, I'll might as well buy these just to show off what I'm gonna do. This will help with a very specific battle by buying this and making this item. This is probably the most cost-effective way to make this item too. And you can only do it through the power of cooking, too. This is why probably this carpenter is the best carpenter in the game, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to do all this stuff. Which I could still beat the game without doing this. It's just, it would just make it a lot easier by doing this. Or I'd have to find other methods. So, alright, I just want to buy a bunch of healing herbs. I'll buy 2 sets, although I probably don't need that much. I also need to, actually, I'll probably dump a lot of stuff, too. I don't need half the stuff anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna be dumping a bunch of the equipment and everything like that, or stuff I don't need anymore, like these braces and stuff like that. So, actually, do I have enough room for that? Hold on, let me auto sort. I might not have enough room to make these and show them off. Yeah, I'll be able to. Okay, yeah. Because they take up, and then I'll do the rest of that off screen. Not that it's imperative I do this, but it'll make a specific fight a lot easier. You all know what I'm talking about, for those who played the game before. If not, you'll be in for a treat. Alright, let's go to, let's see, actually, I don't think there's anything for Beretta I need to buy. Let me double check with her really quick before we go. Yeah, I need to buy 1 more soul shield to be able to use in battles. I'll do that off screen. Because it casts the barrier ability, which is useful for, you know, resistant magic damage, so. Okay, so what we want to do is we just want to put a bunch of healing herbs, and then, and if we do 4 healing herbs, we'll get the restorative. And what that does is it heals up your HP completely. So it's like X potion, or whatever you want to call it, elixir. Well, it's not elixir because it doesn't restore AP as well. But I'll just do that off screen. But yeah, I want to make a few of these. I want to make at least like 10, maybe more than that. And then that way I'll prepare for the boss. Also, I want to obviously redo my shamans. Let me heal everyone up. And we've already got all the dialogue unlocked, because at this point we're supposed to be going through the final dungeon, so they didn't set up any extra dialogue for that. Yeah, and I'll just set everyone with the same fusions we had before. Oops, nope, none for you. Alright. Okay, let me go ahead and do all that really quick, and I'll be right back, and I'll show you how the Death Warp trip works. Alright, we're back after getting all the restoratives we need. So to do the trick, oh yeah, and here's my equipment for my characters. I decided to swap out the life armor with the Crimson Edge to give Ryu a bit more speed, gave him a couple speed shoes so he could get a little bit faster than some of the other guys in the dungeon. Speed shoes for Bosch there with his Ares helm, Shining helm, Crimson cape, twin bow. Ryu, Emperor Edge, Ares Shield, Crimson Cape, Shining Heel, 2 Speed Shoes, Sten, Slicer, Ares Shield, Life Armor, Shining Helm, and 2 Courage Belt and a Life Brace. And Aspara with her Bendante, although it doesn't really matter in this case, Soul Shield, Rainbow Robe, some mask, and 2 Speed Shoes. And I'm keeping a couple of Courage Belts, Skull Brace, Wisdom Bracelets in the back end. Also have an extra Soul Shield to use for other characters to be able to use the Barrier ability. But anyway, the way the death trick works is that you basically just let yourself die. And I'm just going to use anyone that's not... I'm going to use my weakest characters. And then I'm going to go buy some crappies and just use them on each other so that way we're at 1 HP. So all we have to do is go to the fishmonger. And just buy a bunch of crappies. Excuse me. Use them on each other. That way we start off at 1, so that way we can just get killed really fast. And then when we go into battle, we'll just smack each other until we die. And I don't care about losing the half my money anymore, because, well, 1, I can make as much money as I need to, and 2, we're at the end of the game, so it doesn't really matter at this point. So we just want to attack each other. Oops. Yeah, just attack each other. Oh, did she get back up? Her guts must have been too high. Oh! Aw, come on, man. You're using up all your good, like, let's get back from the brink of death ability. There we go. Oh, that's right. They start off with a little bit of extra HP when they get back up, like, something like that, so... That's kind of funny, actually, that I, There you go. Death blow. Oh, she can't do enough damage to herself. That is funny. Oh, this is gonna take a hot minute, isn't it? And I can't cast magic on myself either. Should have had someone smack her instead. I can't believe a death blow only did 1 damage to her. That's how weak she is. Well, I didn't quite fail at failing, but I got pretty close. I should have just smacked her with someone else. It was supposed to take like 5 seconds, but okay. Don't you love when that happens? Hooray! We were defeated. And yeah, we're back here again. Ha ha. Anyway, I just swap everyone out. And like I said, I lose half my HP, but pff, what do I care? And we get to keep our formations. Woohoo! Oh, okay. Yep. Alright, now we can go through the dungeon. See? Yeah, so now we don't have to walk all the way back down there. I beat you, game. I beat you. Actually, other people figured this out way before I did. So, I was just utilizing it what everyone else did before, you know, we got to this point. Alright, now time to go through the dungeon officially, so. Oh, we got a new enemy here, Cyclops. Kind of looks like something from Dragon Ball or something like that, like maybe something that Akira Toriyama would have put together. Rest in peace, my friend. Anyway, well, it's not like I knew him personally, but you know what I mean. Where is he on here? I'm trying to look for his stats, but, oh, he might be farther up on my list. Hold on. No, not that guy. Where are you? Okay, apparently he doesn't want. I'm lost him in my slots here in terms of my. I mean, basically just hits really hard, but I was trying to look for his stats. No, it's not that guy. Well, let's smack him while let's do what we always do. while I look for this up. Let's see. Where is he? Yeah, Cyclops isn't. Well, the reason I'm having trouble finding him is because they name him different in the official version of the game. So you're trying to look up like what their original name is instead, because I've forgotten off the top of my head. I'll find it later, I guess. Sorry about that. Well, basically, the Cyclops is all they do is they're really they have a physically strong hit, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, Karen's got a spell on me. Ouch. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just, you know. But I had to heal myself. I don't like healing myself. I like being able to one-shot my enemies or go through one turn. Alright, Bosch made level 40 and learned the Vigor spell. Alright, Vigor completely heals all allies, but it's 50 HP, so it's a bit pricey, but, you know. It has a good backup. This is why Bo's a really good character, just because he's got good healing, he can be decently fast. And Bo's got a pretty good attack, just power in general. Anyway, Aspara gained level 36 and gained the Might spell. Might casts boost your attack power, so very nice. Yeah, we're getting this chest. I could have gotten this chest earlier, but... Aspara finally gained a level to be faster than Ryu with our current build. That's what I was kind of waiting for. Anyway, we get the Diana's gown for equipment. You could equip that too. Actually, I think that's a Nina outfit. Since I'm not using him, it doesn't really matter. So, or using her. So, oh well, nice to have, I guess. Now, other than the Karens, because they're kind of fast, most of the enemies in here, they don't pose that much of a challenge to me. So, other than getting smacked. Oh, we got a new enemy here, Skeleton Knights. I think in the original version they're just called skeletons, I think. Yeah. They have 271, I like how they do a little dance. Chicka chicka chicka. 271 HP, 10 AP, 258 attack, 129 or 125 defense, 105 agility, level 47. Actually, let me stat my guys while we're doing this. Level 43, 7 magic resistance, weak to fire and holy, and immune to magic. They have 3 256 chance to drop an Elmore sword, 1 256 chance to drop demon armor. Demon dagger, 920 experience, 521 zenny, ow. 164 chance to defend, 127 out of 256 chance to attack, 129 out of 256 chance to ability, which is either poison attack or zombie attack. And we got poison, great. Oh well. I got plenty of ammonias. Or I could heal with Aspara. Either way. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, no. Other than, like, minor poison things and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah, and Aspara didn't have a heal, so that's why we bought our, not ammonias, panaceas. For just such an occasion. Just in case. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Just use the Emperor Edge and defeat them all. Yeah, not too bad. Let's see. Okay. You know, I just realized I didn't walk back into town to heal Aspara, so she's a little light on her magic. Oh well. She's got plenty, so it's not like we're about to run out. We do have wisdom seeds or fruits if it really comes down to it. Yeah, we'll just keep going on. I'm not too worried. Alright. Yeah, now we're in the I don't know, you know, the typical. Oh, we got a new enemy here. Magic Master. Magic Man! Or, yeah, Magic Master. They are... Yeah, Magic Mess in the original version of the game. I should probably want to go after him because he's got the magic. He's got the power. He's got 228 HP, 20 AP, 202 attack, 98 defense, 62 agility, 43 level, 4 magic resistance, weak to wind, has a 3 and 256 chance to drop a silver hat, 1 256 chance to drop a wisdom robe, 1652 Experience drop, 557 Zenny drop. They have 164 chance to defend, 191 out of 256 chance to attack with a 50% chance to crit, and 65 out of 256 chance to ability, which is either Typhoon, Hail, or Fireball. And the reason, by the way, Ryu, like when he glitches or like spasms out, it's a weird bug in the game when you hit him with the stat ailment. I don't know, it causes him to glitch where he like acts like he got hit. Dang it, got zombied. Man, there's always that chance, I guess. Oh, right, we healed that condition after battle. Man. Now we got a new enemy here, Zircon shells. From the planet Zircon. Wasn't that from like, I'm trying to remember the name of that enemy now. But anyway, I think they're called conches in the original version of the game. They have 284 HP, 50 AP, let me just boost myself really quick. 50 AP, 265 attack, 195 defense, 73 agility, level 44, 5 magic resistance, resistant to fire, weak to thunder, and magic, immune to magic stats, specific magic, certain magic abilities. 256 chance to drop an earth armor, 256 chance to drop a love brace, 1,350 experience, 360 in Zenny, 164 chance to defend, 191 out of 256 chance to attack, and 65 out of 256 chance to power down. I think we got a couple more enemies we haven't fought yet, but anyway, we got a riot staff for Lynn, or Cat. We're not using her. We're just busting through these guys like butter. They can't handle our awesomeness, you know. Oh, I do love blasting through my enemies like there's no problem, so. Ryu reached level 39 by that level. We're gonna skip that door for now. Alright, Sten reached level 38. He finally learned the Sirocco spell. Now, I just wish Sten had a higher AP pool. Oh well. Yeah, I guess I'll use you for Rejuvenate. Now let's keep going on. You know, this place time looks like your typical final dungeon where the walls are living, things have teeth in them, you know, all the typical creepy stuff. Main bad guy trying to be an edgelord. Then again, the final boss of the game is called Death Evan, so, you know, what do you expect? He's a 2 tryhard. I mean, you know. Yeah, really, the Karens are the only one that are giving me trouble just because of their high speed, so they're able to smack me pretty regularly with their spells before I can finish them off unless I get the initiative. A little annoying, but nothing we can't handle. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we keep getting hit by the Karens doing damage to me, man. Well, we are in the final dungeon, so, yeah. I just realized I forgot to heal Ryu, and I got killed by a Karen off. Oh, man. I guess we'll just use our... I don't want to raise... Now we'll raise dead, why not? I'm running out of HP. Good thing I brought Bosch, though. He has a lot of AP. So, anyway, if we go up here, we get the Dragon Helm, which is the ultimate helmet for Ryu. So we'll go ahead and equip that with him. A little bit of extra defense, not by much. And then if we walk over here, yeah, that's why I grabbed the chest where I did. Otherwise, you would have fallen down here and had to do that all over again. How fun would that be? Now, let's keep climbing up here, and we want to go back. Alright, Spire gained level 37, but yeah, this is why I fell in the hole. I just want to show off. I just want to show off what happens if, you know, if you go the wrong way. Yeah, we're starting to get nickel and dime to death. Man, I need Bosch to have some AP. We're running out. This is what happens when you don't walk into town to heal like you're supposed to. But, as long as we get to go first, we'll be fine, but still. More treasure. Always like more treasure. Yeah, I think there's like 1 or 2 more enemies in this place we haven't fought, but we've pretty much fought almost everything in the game. Oh, and there he is, the Dark Paladin. Or I believe it's, yeah, Dark Paladin. I think in the original translation it was called D Paladin because they couldn't fit him in there. Yeah, D Paladin, so. Yeah, definitely want to finish off Magic Man first. Magic Man. He's got 309 HP, 36 AP, or sorry, 309 HP, 336 AP, 266 attack points, 144 defense, 83 agility, level 44, 4 magic, no strengths or weaknesses to magic. Has a 3 in 256 chance to drop the socklet armor, 1 in 256 chance to drop a crimson cloak, 1,414 experience, 242 zenny. They can cast Cure 4 if their allies are under 75%. They have 164 chance to defend, 127 out of 256 to attack, and 129 out of 256 chance to hush. Shh. Quiet. It's like he's a librarian or something like that, you know. No talk in the library. Alright, here with this chest, we get up another soul shield, so if you didn't have another one from before, or needed to equip one to Aspara. Yeah, I forgot. I actually didn't buy a soul shield. I thought I had to, but one, there was this chest, but I had an extra soul shield from something else, so I never actually bought one because I was like, wait a minute, I have an extra one. But yeah, so I didn't buy one, so don't buy an extra one if you don't need it, so yay. Even though we had plenty of money. Yeah, these enemies are nothing compared to me. Actually, I actually went the wrong way. I'm actually supposed to go back. You know, that one area I skipped from before, I actually need to go back that way now, so I'll meet you. Let me go through this door and I'll meet you back there. Because there's a healing spot here, so. But I want to go back there just to get something I missed, so I'll meet you back there. Alright, we're back in that hallway with the door I skipped before. Also, Sten gained a level while coming back here. Very nice. More power. But yeah, now we'll go through this little passageway we skipped before. And now we got decisions as we go down here. Well, not really a major decision. Just wanted to show me going down here. Yep. There's all these treasures and places to go here, and here we get the Holy Rapier, the ultimate. Oh, I'm out of equipment. Well, this is the ultimate weapon for Takehara. Let's see. I mean, I technically don't need this. How's our statuses doing? We're doing good. Although I could probably drop one of those. I don't need all those. I just bought a couple extras just in case. And I still have enough money. Oh yeah, I need to sort. Because I auto-sorted that, so I have to go buy, I have to go put my stuff back in the ones I'm using, like Death Ring and stuff like that. I guess I could have cut this part out, but man. Oh yeah, I bought the diffuse orb for a very specific reason, but I'll go over that when we actually get there. Okay. Now we can grab it. Yeah, the Holy Rapier, that's for Takehara. It's more his ultimate weapon. Well, outside of drops and stuff like that. Yeah, we're almost at the halfway point of this place. Not the longest final dungeon I've ever come across, or a specialty dungeon. Really, the thing that kills me about this place is the random encounters being so high. Whew. Aspara gained a level. But luckily, we're so powerful that it doesn't hurt us too much to, let's see. Yeah, fine. It's not too annoying, and I'm prepped for all this too. Or if you had Nina's ability to run away from all the battles, that helps too. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to do quite a bit of editing for this episode, that's for sure. Whew. Well, that's just how it is. Alright, let's head up this way. Alright, grab another couple of treasures. Head up this way. And the main reason I'm not using smoke is just because I want to have, well, I don't have to use wisdom seeds, but 2, I want to gain enough experience while in. I want to gain enough experience while I'm down here so I can, you know, without having a level grind type of thing, so. Here we get the Draco Shield. Another case if I need to drop something. Anyone, status has gone down? I guess we'll drop that again. Although I could probably drop some of the old other equipment I'm not using. I'm keeping the restoratives though, so. Although the Draco Shield is only the only difference between it and the Aerie Shield is that it increases your fire resistance and it's a little bit weaker. So I'd rather equip the Aerie Shield on me. But if you don't have the Aerie Shield, Oh boy. Yeah. Just all these battles, man. It's crazy. Then again, I played games from the old Nintendo era where the random counters and that were horrible, like in the old Final Fantasy and stuff like that. Yeah, I keep forgetting how aggressive this dungeons like random encounters are. Even though I played this game multiple times, it's one of those things it's kind of one of those things you just kind of forget while playing, even though I recorded this a while back. Sorry, I didn't mean record, where I played this a while back to playtest for this series and before recording it. And that was like months ago before I even started the recording, so it's like, you know, sometimes you forget little details while doing that, but whew. Alright, whew. Finally made it to the save spot here, so at least I was about to say I'd say about halfway done. And if we can death progress back here, for the purposes of redoing the game if we you know, give up the ghost at this point, so which hopefully does not happen. Alright, anyway, let's continue on. Down to Goblin Town as we head further into this place. I wonder what lies in this deep darkness. Alright, let's go over here and we get the Dragon Blade. I can't carry more items. Why am I running out of items? The problem is this blade is not as good as the Emperor's Edge. Let's see, I was just seeing. Nope. Although I do have to go back. I do have to death warp back to town at some point, so I actually don't mind getting rid of these turbo charges. Yeah, we get the Dragon Blade for Ryu. I would call it his good weapon, but since, well, as you can see there, and it does have the ability to use that spell, so, you know, still cool to have it either way, so. But, you know, it completes the accoutrement of the setup, you know. Oh, right, I was gonna go upstairs. What am I doing? Sorry, I don't know why I went that way. I was like, there's nothing over there. It's just a dead end. Yeah, this place is just, you know, whittling me down little by little, except I've got all my HP and everything. I'm just talking about just... Alright, so, got another treasure chest. Yep, I have to get rid of something else. Let's see, what can we get rid of? I guess I could do another... Well, I said I do have to go back to town anyway. I already have this extra soul shield, so I don't need two. Now we'll just get rid of a turbocharge again. Alright, here we get the dragon armor. It's the same as in terms of the Crimson Cape. So either one would work. No reason to equip that to you, so... And no reason to equip her the Rainbow Road, so we'll probably just drop this off or sell it or whatever, so... Alright, let's see. I think we're almost at the section here pretty soon, so let's see. I think I want to go over the teleporter there, yeah. Alright, before we... Actually, let's go in there. Okay, before we step inside, we want to make sure we're good to go, so... Let's see... Emperor's Edge, Ares Shield, Dragon Helm, Dragon Helmet, and then I believe I want equipped Wisdom Bracelets to Ryu, because we're going to need him to be able to survive some magic attacks, so that'll increase his Wisdom a little bit. Sten, we also want to have you Wisdom Brace as well. That way he can also set for his attacks. If you've got extra Wisdom Braces, give them to Aspara, but for her, I would give her a Wisdom Brace and a Skull Brace, but since I don't have another Skull Brace, we'll just leave the Speed Shoe on. She'll be fine with what she's got, but actually we don't really need a... Yeah, we'll just leave that as is. Let me see. I think Bosch is good. Actually, I think I can put the Courage Belt on because I don't think he needs that vigor as much. Yeah, Dragon Helm, Life Armor. Okay. Yeah, if you have an extra Wisdom Brace, give it to her. I actually forgot to grab my extra Wisdom Brace for this one. Alright, make sure we're healed. Whoops. Not quite. I think you should have enough. Yeah, everyone max out on heal. And then I want to make sure that Ryu's got max AP. Don't really need it for anyone else. I think I'm good for what I've got. Okay. Yeah. Now time to step into the darkness and find what is inside. Do we have magic missile? Can we attack what's in the darkness? I don't like this at all. So you've come, fated child. Come forward. Do not be afraid. I don't like that. I don't like the darkness talking to me. Can't go. Clown will eat me. What's wrong? Afraid of the dark, Ryu? Come before me. I want to hear you scream just as you did so many years ago. Oh, man. This, I don't like where this is going there, dude. It's become a long time since I saw you last, Ryu. You have opened the gate just as I knew you would. Fated child, child of the Dragon Brood. Do you not remember who I am? I am the which haunts your darkest dreams. Oh, good Lord. Man, would you want to see Barbaroi pop out of the darkness like a gosh darn jack-in-the-box? Yeah, that'd freak me out too, realistically. So yeah, Barbaroi. It's been forever since we last saw you, so... Man, I'd like to think that, yeah, Ryu just waking up in the middle of the night envisioning this guy because he almost killed him as a child, so... Now that you stand before me, your purpose in our plans is complete. The world above shall belong to the Lord Deathheaven. Destruction shall pour forth from the gate you have opened. If you wish to survive, then strike, fated child, but know that this time I will offer you no quarter. Well, I'm going to offer you no quarter for boss battle against Barbaroi himself. And, yeah, this is the boss battle we've been waiting for this whole game, Barbaroi himself. Alright, so Barbaroi, this version of the fight, he has a script for his battle, so we just want to do as much damage as we can, so I'm going to use, he has to take 1,250 damage for the first version of the fight, so I'll just do that. Now the reason I'm going to use my magic is because, something happened, well, I'm going to show off the variations of the fight, but, well, there's only two. I'm going to use the Kaiser Dragon anyway, just to get through this as fast as we can. And then we want to make sure to beef up our guys, obviously. But we want to make sure to beef up at least Sten, because Barbaroi has the ability to use Valhalla, which can do a lot of damage and can possibly knock Sten out of his form, and I don't want to have that happen. So I want to make sure to use the Soul Shield to get barrier on him. Actually, I should probably use a shield on him as well. Although, using Kaiser Dragon should get me out of this, should hit me into the next phase of the battle. Then I'll go over his stats. Yeah, take that, and no, we can't use Infinity on Barbaroi. Whew, okay. Yeah, I didn't want him to do any damage to me for that part of the fight, so... How amusing, the boy has become a man. The child who cowered in the cave now stands before me, sword at the ready. So what say you, Ryu? Shall you keep this match a duel in honor between us? So yeah, now we have a choice. Can we attack Barbaroi by ourselves or with our party members? Aw, man, you're so scary. I'm not gonna do that. I need help! So you disregard your pride in the name of victory. Well, yeah, of course. If you villains can cheat to win, then I'll cheat to win. I'll enjoy gutting every last one of you. Come hither. Come at me like you mean it. For true boss battle against Barbaroi himself. So, okay, so Barbaroi, if we fight him with our party, his stats are slightly different. He's got 5,000 HP, 65,535 AP, 380 plus attack points, 140 defense, 90 agility, level 80, 5 magical resistance, and he's not strong or weak to any element. He can drop 3 in 64 chance to drop the Sacred Shield, 164 chance to drop the Army GL. He's got 4,000 experience, 5,000 Zenny. He has a couple of different things he can do. He can either attack everyone, a 4-8 chance. He's got a 2 in 8 chance to cast Fire Breath, 1 in 8 chance to cast Cold Breath, and 1 in 8 chance to cast Bolt X or Valhalla in this version of the game. That's the big spell we don't want to have hit us, but it can happen. So, all right. So let's get everyone let's get another wisdom fruit on us. Now you're probably wondering, why'd you use your magic if you're gonna have to use a wisdom fruit? Well, I want to show the secondary version of the fight, but for this case, I'm gonna do that. So, okay, let's get ourselves boosted up. So I want to cast a shield on us, and then I want to start buffing up our guy, and then I want to get Soul Shield on Sten again, so that way if he casts Valhalla, we also want to get Soul Shield on Ryu, because Ryu can take quite a bit of damage as well. So yeah, Barbaroi is no laughing matter. He is a very tough boss fight, and I like his battle music for fighting Barbaroi. Luckily, everyone's faster than Barbaroi, so we get a chance. Oh yeah, Barbaroi can also counter us as well, so we have to watch out for that. Okay, good start. Yeah, although Bosch is probably going to be mainly healing during this whole fight, to tell you the truth. Alright, I'm just going to use Kaiju Dragger once. I don't want to spoil the whole fight by doing that, so... Alright, we just want to rejuvenate, or not rejuvenate, sorry. Want to, vitalize us. Okay, Sten. Gonna Fireball, let's see. Yeah, and then I'll use... Actually, I might just go ahead and use, get Soul... Well, no, wait, yeah, I'll Soul Shield Ryu, and then I'll have Aspara Soul Shield herself. That way we get barrier up, so we're not taking as much magical damage. But yeah, Bosch is probably going to be healing most of this fight because of his speed. Either that or Aspara will back up heal. Yeah, take this, max damage. Now, I probably could just keep using Wisdom Fruits and keep hitting Barbaroi with Kaiju Dragon, but that's boring. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use the dragon attack once, so. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, that'll save us some damage, so, okay. Visualize. And then go and get Ares Shield on Ryu. Actually, let's actually have you start attacking so we actually get some damage. Sirocco or Inferno, but we're just going to use Inferno because it's more cost effective for the damage. And then next turn I'll have Aspara cast Sirocco. Nice. The reason I'm not physically attacking with anyone else is because his ability to counterattack me. And luckily Aspara is just fast enough to beat Ryu, or go faster than Ryu, so... Yeah, that little glitch where he gets attacked, so yeah, nice amount of damage. And he hasn't countered us yet. Wow, I'm surprised he's not using Valhalla or his Fire Breath attack. I mean, he has a 4 in 8 chance to attack us, so he's more likely to do that, but still. Alright, yeah, keep using Fire Inferno, and then we'll start using Sirocco with Aspara. Nice, we're getting pretty effectively against this guy. Nice bit of damage. Alright, go Ryu. Up, Fire Breath. But this it's still not Valhalla, so we're good there. So just keep Yeah, it's kind of weird how I'm mainly just you know, casting regular magic and everything like that, but nah, no crit there. Oh well. Yeah, take this, Barbaroi, you giant centipede mother. Scaring me as a child. What's wrong with you? I do like the design of this guy. Very creepy. Ow. Ooh, that hurt a little bit more. Yeah, his stats go up quite a bit. Might have to use hardtack, maybe. That's quite a bit of damage. Yeah, it's like, I forgot what it is. It's like either less than 25%, less than 50%, but his stats go up, and he starts doing more damage to everyone. Do I want to use... Is that... Well, I think Visualize, or Vitalize is still pretty solid. We're going to have to maybe heal our magic. We're running out of... Yeah, I believe it's less than 50% his damage potential goes up. whether it be attack magic or whatever, so. So far, so good. He's not countering me, so. Yeah, he's doing just a bit more damage. Ooh, nice. Yeah, might have to just use a wisdom fruit on Stan just so he can get some magic. Whoops! Didn't mean to use Blossom. Not that it would do anything. I just wanted to use magic so we can get through this faster. So. Oh well. Blossom's not gonna do anything. It's not meant for this. Oh, there's his counterattack. So hopefully Ryu can. I'll probably have to use a heart attack. Or that, or you could use Vitalize, either one. Yeah, we'll go ahead and use a heart attack, so. Well, that's why I made. Actually, this is I made the heart attacks for this fight specifically, so. Yeah, now, well, I mean, she's, that's not gonna be good. She's probably gonna lose her form. Yep, great, thanks. Well, what Blossom does is it turns Aspara, and it turns her, basically puts her in berserk mode, where her damage potential goes up, but she can't do anything anymore. So yeah, no more. That's why I didn't want to cast that. That's an accident, but whatever. Nice, gets him in. Well, luckily she can't do that anymore, which is nice. Oh well, she's gonna lose her magic potential, but that's fine. Yeah, I wish the game lets you go, do you want to do this? You know, but whatever. I just won't do as much damage. Yeah, really not much else there to it. Like I said, since he's not casting Valhalla at all, so I'm getting pretty lucky there. But yeah, the reason I made the heart attacks was for the fight against Barbaroi. Just because he kept using Valhalla on me every turn, that would be like, ah. Oh yeah, I haven't shown Aspara do stuff in a regular form because I almost immediately went, and he's done. Take that, you monster. You and your friends are powerful. There is no question about that. We have greatly underestimated you all, but if you choose to challenge Lord Deathheaven, you will need more than power. You will understand soon enough. And thus talk about exploding. And thus the man who caused us a nightmare since the children have been defeated. But what would happen if we decide to fight him one-on-one instead? Well, let's find out. Alright, Barbaroi, this time I use the power of my friendship, but in this case, we need to go the western route, which is man-o-man, mano-a-mano, fist versus fist. Who will win? Well, I'll take you. So there's still pride amongst the Dragon Brood after all. Very well, child, see if you can strike down your nightmare with your own two hands. They call me the Nightmare Killer. For boss battle against Barbaroi, the solo version, the main difference here is that his HP is at 3,750 instead, so technically it's easier, but there is a bit of a challenge here because, you know, Ryu can be counterattacked by Barbaroi, so. But the benefit about doing the solo thing is if you lost any HP or had any low HP or AP, you get auto-filled if you choose the solo option against Barbaroi. So let's do some buffing just to make sure Ryu can survive his Valhalla attack as well as his physical attack. So we want to... Yeah, okay. We're just going to use this turn to buff. And then I'll use my heart attack to raise my shield up after that. And then we'll start Kaiser Dragon and physically attacking him. Oof. Yeah, his Valhalla can do, if I didn't have Wisdom Braces or whatever, or the barrier, it'd do a lot more damage. So we'll use a heart attack so we can get our defensive up. Another reason why I brought the heart attacks, they're kind of a backup heal just in case. And a heal gives us our shield back, so, okay. Going Kaiser Breath, or Kaiser Attack. Too bad we can't use Affinity. What was the whole point of grabbing that thing? I guess you can only use it once or something. And it's only like, you know, in the Super Sentai shows, you can only transform into the giant mecha when the creature gets big too or something like that. You can't use it before to crush him. Nope, can't do that. And like before, if you get him below a certain HP amount, his stats go up a little bit. Man, for a 1 in 8 chance, he seems to be casting Valhalla pretty frequently. I mean, this is why I bought a bunch of restoratives. Technically, it probably should be a higher level by this point. The worry I have is that when I physically attack him, I have to worry about how much his counterattack's gonna go. So, okay, we're at... Okay, got lucky there. Okay, we're just gonna use the restorative. So right now we're at, let's see, I've done 1,000, so 1,200. So, okay, not bad so far. Ooh, nice. Okay, that's 17,000 or 1,700. I mean, oof. Yeah, I have to be careful about how much, how much damage he does, the possibility of counterattack, stuff like that. So. Okay, 17. Ah, no! Please. Okay, please don't use Valhalla. Use Fire Breath or something. Or physical attack. Maybe that'll work too. Oh. Okay. So, let's see. That was 1,700, so that's 2,300. Okay. Something like that anyway. I'm just trying to gauge how much damage he's doing. Man, he's really amping up the damage at this point. Yeah, there's no reason to use I don't want to really attack him, so. Okay. Let's see, 2,300, so I've only got 1,500 more damage to go. So I need 3 more crits on him. Can we get 3 crits on him? Probably not. Okay. Okay, good. Or at least 3-ish more crits, something like that anyway. Okay, good. Because he does less damage to Fire Breath. By the way, as far as I'm aware, Fire Breath is bugged, so even if you have fire-resistant equipment, it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't resist Barboy's attacks or anything like that, so... Oof. Yeah, because of his physical attacks. Now because the stats have increased because of his low HP, we have to be a bit more careful when I use my actual attacks. Let's see. Do I want to risk it? I might just use a vitamin and then just hopefully he just hits me with Fire Breath or something like that instead. Nope. Yeah, he doesn't want to hit me with Fire Breath. Because that's the one I want to hit me with since his physical attacks have gone up so much. Although I've taken so much damage from the regular attack, it might be... Because if he doesn't counterattack me, I'm good. That's the thing I'm worried about. Please don't counter. Okay, good. Yeah, like I said, because of my levels that currently I am basing this whole combat is based off luck. So if I was a higher level, it wouldn't be so bad. But okay, good. Yeah, we can afford that. Oh, no counterattack. No! No, please Fire Breath me or something. Oh, we dodged. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. Lucky for me. Good to have a decent luck stat or something like that, so. Oof. All right, this should be it, actually. Bye-bye, Barbaroy. Woohoo. Oh, that was close. Oh, but it's so satisfying. This is probably one of the more satisfying events in old school RPGs is the fight against Barbaroy if you choose to do it by yourself. It just, the catharticism of fighting this thing that just beat the crap out of you the first time you fight him. It appears we were mistaken. We thought we could destroy the fated child once he opened the gate and passed into our domain. But it appears we underestimated you. Ryu, your courage and honor are unfathomable. Consider this a token of my respect. Proceed to the right with the help of your friends. The treasure at the end of the path should prove useful. Now, what he tells you doesn't matter if you do it solo or with the group. This treasure is available no matter what. It's just, if you do it solo, you get a little bit of hint on what you're supposed to do. So, okay, well, how do we do it? Well, I'll show you. Let me leave this place. And we find ourselves with a safe spot. Yeah. Whew. Okay, so we can death warp back here, because I do have to death warp. Okay, so what I need to do... Oops. Okay, yeah, okay, take care of that. Okay, so I want to swap out my party. We want to put Lynn in the group, or Cat. Oh yeah, I also want to... You know what, actually, before I continue on, hold on. Although I guess it doesn't really matter at this point, since I'm going to death warp anyway, but... Yeah, the game gives you a... Oh, we got a new enemy here, the Amon, or Gargoyle, in the original version of the game. Let me look those guys up really quick. Or, I know, I guess he's still... Amon. He's Amon in the original translation, sorry. He's got 531 HP, 172 AP, 281 attack, 138 defense, 132 agility, 48 level, 6 magic, and not strong or weak to any magic, so... Yeah, we want to head back. Oh, he's 3 and 256 chance to drop a kamikaze belt, or 1 256 chance to drop a demon dagger, 2,322 experience, 897 zenny, 3 and 4 chance to do combo attack or egg beater, 164 chance to defend, 191 out of 256 to attack, and 65 out of 256 chance to cast Typhoon. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I'm healing. I was just gonna death warp anyway, but okay. But yeah, we get a healing spot here, which is really nice. For obvious reasons. Okay. Oh, we got another new enemy here. Wow, we're getting all the back-to-back. Helion. He has 920 HP. Let me just buff ourselves up like always. 920 HP, 50 AP, 389 attack, 159 defense, 103 agility, level 55. 5 magic resistance, no strength or weak to any elements. He has a 164 chance to drop a Holy Shield. 4,020 experience drop, 1,355 zenny drop. He's got a 164 chance to defend, 127 out of 256 to attack, 129 out of 256 attack to do ability. He's got a 1-2 chance to fire breath if he uses ability, or 1-2 chance to curse, and he's got a 6 out of 16 chance to counterattack. So, well, since we're gonna leave this place anyway. I'm just gonna use Inferno and Sirocco to, since I don't want to physically counter this guy. There we go. Alright, Bosch gained a level. Alright, sorry, let me show off the item that Barbara was talking about, so. Okay, change party. Okay, Bosch, Stan, and Lynn. Doesn't really matter. Okay. And there's no enemies when we go into this room here, so I don't have to worry about that too much. Okay, so what I need to do is I'm gonna this is why I bought the defuse orb. The defuse orb, what that does is it sets you back to your original defused form. Okay, let's head to Lynn. I think. Let's see. I always forget. There it is. Okay, there's the rock formation, which is right where where Barbroy was. And then let's switch to Sten here. And then we go over here. And here we get the life brace. So, yeah, very nice accessory. Definitely got to put that on Ryu for what it can do. Let's see. I have to look up the exact... let me look up life brace again. Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking at my equipment stuff here. Life brace. Well, basically, it basically gives you magic resistance and like immunity to death and stuff like that. I'll look at the specific stats here in a second. But anyway. Okay, let's get back out of here. Okay, so yeah, I want to go and death warp out of here, and then just to refill my inventory and stuff like that. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, we're back. So, okay, so yeah, did the death warp, got some restoratives, cleaned out my inventory, stuff like that. So, Alright, time to get into the end of this thing, right? Alright, let's heal up, even though I don't really need to, because I death warped. But, well, I guess Ryu could use... Well, actually, you get healed when you get restored back. Alright, Bosch gained level 43 after that battle. Alright, I could have gotten this treasure chest before doing the whole death warp thing, but you know how I am. Let's see. I took a little bit of damage, something. Not too bad. Alright, here we get the Sacred Crown. Not that I really need it, but, you know. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the Life Brace protects against instant death, by the way. Which is a really nice item. Well, of course it is. Yeah. Alright, but we're upon us, folks. The end has come. We are upon the final boss himself. Hiding behind these doors, last us, Death Evan, the god himself who wishes to destroy everything and everyone we've ever cared about. It's all led up to this. The defeat of Barbaroy, the sacrifice of our family members, and us ourselves, the fated child. Are we truly the fated child? Can we and our friends get together, use the power of infinity to defeat Death Evan once and for all and save the world? And at what cost will it come at? We'll find out next time in the finale of Breath of Fire 2. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.